just make myself talk even though I don't really want to keep talking, but that's how you rewire your brain and like heal trauma and shit like that. And by doing the opposite of what you feel to do, like if you want to shut down, you make yourself talk so that you can break the cycle of shutting down and silencing yourself. That's what I'm doing. That's why I make a lot of videos, and I'm working on not caring what people think online. Like, I see something I like or whatever, I'll repost and share it to my story. And at first I was like, maybe I should stop sharing it to my story because people will, and then I was like, who gives a fuck what people think? I will put as many fucking stories on my shit as I want. Like, who gives a really though? This is my profile. Anyways, I'm going back to. I'll finish. I've got to go back to what I was saying. Like, as a friend, if you're best friends with somebody and they're, and it's like you were like married to them before, and like you're super close. Like, it's actually more intimate than like more not intimate in a physical way. Well, it can be, but like what I'm saying is like it's like a stronger relationship, friendship than it was when you're married or whatever. Because I don't know why, you just like, we have that space and the separation or whatever to grow and evolve and like whatever. So that's probably why we're closer. But I still be like, I'm surprised, like, because in the past he wouldn't do that. He wouldn't be friends with somebody that, you know. And then the only reason why he knows that person is because of me, but still, it's not my fault. That I just want to be heard. I just want to be like validated and like, yeah, maybe that she's not friends with that ex Black Magic best friend anymore. But that's what happens. That's the cycle. She kept doing that off and on. Like, because I have a suspicion that the ex best friend did some work on her to keep her coming back to her, you don't know with people. People are fucking evil, okay? Like they have like evil attachments and stuff. Somebody was trying to call me, fuck them. And so like you don't know, like you, and if I don't want to be a part of that, I don't want it in any part of my inner circle. So that's why I'm like, if I had another like best close friend that I was this, like, it's a weird contradiction, and it's also because I'm trying to break the cycle of abuse where like you're super, like, you basically are sleeping with the devil type shit. You know what I'm talking about. If you've been through it, you know what I mean. So like I'm trying to be like, well, is it something I can tolerate and whatever, or do I just cut my losses? But I'm also trying not to put myself in survival mode by trying to survive on my own, or autistic burnout, because I'm at this point, I'm trying to get food stamps, but like, here we go with the interview thing again. I was up early enough today. I called them early enough, but yet they still are like, well, we're done doing that for the day. You know what? I'm not calling at no damn crack of dawn, dude. I'll get it done though. Don't worry. This time I will get it done because it's something that I need. And it also helps me gain some more independence, and but also not like, I'm trying not to be hyper independent because that's where I want to lead towards, because it's a trauma response. Because in the past, I couldn't really rely on people, or I can for the such and such amount of time, and then it's like, oh, the time ran out. Let's go. I gotta go. Starting over again, type shit. So I'm trying to make it easier on me because I can. But it's funny. It's like yesterday. It's like I was being told that I have to open up to people, like, and that my support and like help comes from other people, and it's like that's scary because I've been let down so much. But if you're trying to change that narrative, of course, you have to learn how to try to accept the help from people and stuff, and be like, that's fine. Then they're really been put in your life by the universe to help you. And even my friend was like, you can come live with me and my wife, whatever, And so I'm just like, I was hearing on the rest of my walk, because I talked to them for part of it, and then was digesting it and processing it, and then it's like my inner guidance or whatever was like, I just gave you an out, and I'm just like, well, like, that's what I do, just discuss it with myself, basically. It's like, well, I'm like, I don't think that would be smart yet. But it's like I want to be able to afford my own house on my own. What the fuck is in my hair? I think it's probably a leaf, sorry. It's probably a leaf. It is, in fact, a leaf. A leaf's falling out there. And then I was like, I don't know, it's like basically having to work with the universe. And it's like this hyper independence thing that a lot of people be talking about is like, that's not the vibe, man. We're really supposed to be able to come together as a community and rely on each other. And that's not fucking codependent. And so it's like you have to find a balance between that and everything. Like, it's not very easy, because where does society teach us a balance in anything, honestly? It's like, what moderation? It's either lack or an extreme. It's either extreme this way, extreme that way. Like, bitch, we're here to balance that shit out. So yeah, anyways, like on the rest of the walk, it's like my inner guidance was like, well, I'm not gonna like supply you for your hyper independence, was like, or something like that. It's just like, it was like, it made sense then, but now I'm kind of trying not to split again, and like, when I split, I want to go hyper independent, and I want to go, and so I'm like, okay, so I'm getting better at that. I'm trying to stay here to help heal more of my hyper independence trauma shit, and allow somebody to take care of me, and it's really not easy. But then we get closer and get closer, and I'm like, I do miss being with somebody. I do miss being with him, but at the same time, I'm like, trying to see what kind of bird that is. It looked dark gray on top and like a lighter gray on the bottom, on its belly. I know it's not just like a regular bird, so it's like it keeps being in my tree, and I don't know what it is. Birds are hella messengers for me, so I'm like, what are you out there, Mr. Bird? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, but also, you know how it goes. Healing is a process, and it's not linear, so I also have to show myself grace and not be like mad at myself if I choose to stick around in the survival, And that's fine if I do. Like, I don't have to go and like be completely alone, but also I'm trying to protect myself. Although I know I'm divinely protected either way. I just also know that like you're divinely protected, but also if you're willingly putting yourself in a harmful situation, how do you expect to be protected? You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to also work with the universe and keeping yourself protected, like you can't just be like, I'm just going out here and put myself in a fucking terrible situation and expect the universe to protect me, and it don't work like that. So like, you have to work. So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm like, am I going against that, or am I, I'm trying to figure out what's best for me, even though like it's not very easy to figure that out when you're used to silencing your own shit for other people's fucking peace and everything. I'm still staring at that fucking bird.